1986, a team of 5 astronomers launched a private deep space mission to observe Halley's Comet from close range. Their ship, the perihelion, entered the comet's tail, transmitted a final status update, and was never heard from again. But then, something impossible happened. 76 years later, the exact time Halley's Comet was predicted to return, a signal appeared near the comet's projected path. It bore the perihelion's call sign. The message was clear, strong, and undistorted. There was one problem. The message showed no signs of time having passed. No system degradation, no signal drift. It was as if the ship had just disappeared yesterday. What happened to the perihelion? Could a comet trap time itself? And if it can, what else is caught in its loop? Stay till the end, because the final discovery about Halley's Comet might change how we see not only time, but our own future. Halley's Comet has fascinated humanity for millennia. From ancient Babylon to 20th century science, it's one of the few celestial objects visible to the naked eye, and with a predictable return every 76 years. In 1986, the comet made one of its closest approaches to Earth. Governments launched missions, but the perihelion mission stood out. It was a privately funded, independently piloted science vessel, launched quietly by a small coalition of researchers obsessed with time dilation and space anomalies. The ship carried advanced spectrometers and radio imaging tools. Their plan? To fly within the plasma tail of the comet and measure the effects of relativistic radiation on light waves. Then, silence. The perihelion vanished. Most wrote it off as an accident. But now in 2062, right on schedule, the comet returns. And so does the perihelion signal. A salvage drone is sent. What it finds is chilling. The perihelion intact, no damage. Inside, no signs of life, but also no decomposition. The equipment, running, the logs, still tracking the year, 1986. Time had not moved inside the ship. Can a comet actually affect time? Let's dive into science. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time is not constant. It can stretch and compress based on speed and gravity. Time dilation occurs when an object moves at near light speed or when it passes through an intense gravitational field. Gravitational lensing can even bend light and distort space itself. But what if there's more? In 2013, researchers at the University of Salamanca proposed that space-time tunnels can emerge naturally under very specific conditions, when large, fast-moving bodies interact with exotic magnetic fields. Halley's Comet isn't just ice and dust, it's a relic. It may contain primordial matter from the early solar system, including rare isotopes and magnetic elements. As it approaches the sun, it heats rapidly. Gas and particles shoot off at 400 kilometers per second. This creates a plasma sheath, highly charged, energetic, and unpredictable. Here's the wild theory. What if the tail of Halley's Comet isn't just a cloud of gas, but a naturally occurring time corridor? The perihelion, passing through this region at a precise angle, may have entered a temporary time loop where the external universe kept moving, but time inside the loop stood still. Let's break down how that might happen. A causal loop, in theoretical physics, is a situation where an event is both the cause and effect of another event. A paradox. Think of it like this. The perihelion enters the comet tail in 1986. It gets pulled into a warped field of space-time. Inside, time effectively pauses. In 2062, the field destabilizes. The comet loops around the sun. The perihelion reemerges as if no time passed. But here's the twist. If the comet creates a loop each orbit, could there be other ships trapped in earlier passes? In 1910, during Halley's last visible pass, several signal anomalies were reported in early Marconi radio experiments. In 1835, an amateur astronomer from France disappeared while tracking the comet. Coincidence or evidence? What if Halley's Comet is not just a traveler, but a trap? Let's stretch the imagination further. Some astrophysicists have speculated that certain comets may contain frozen organic structures, molecular frameworks that resemble primitive biology. And if the comet's core includes intelligent crystal-like formations, it could theoretically store, refract, or even manipulate electromagnetic information. What if Halley's Comet is not just a relic, but a sentient traveler, a relic from a civilization far older than Earth? One that learned how to use space-time like we use roads. Could the perihelion crew have seen something? Could that explain their silence? In the final log before blackout, the ship's AI records one chilling phrase: "We are inside something." The perihelion is brought back to Earth. It is studied. But the strangest part? One crew member is alive, in perfect suspended animation, as if frozen a second before death. As scientists prepare to revive him, a message is decrypted from the ship's onboard logs. It's time-stamped just 2 minutes before the blackout in 1986. Do not follow. We are in a loop. There's something watching from the other side. Was this a warning or an invitation? What if Halley's Comet is not a fluke, but a pattern? One that returns every 76 years, not just to orbit, but to open a door. So now we ask the impossible. Is Halley's Comet just a rock in space, or a cosmic clock, ticking every 76 years, waiting for someone or something to notice? Could time loops be naturally occurring? And if they are, who built the corridor? Next time on No Way. A second Earth has been found, but it doesn't want to be discovered. A planet hidden behind a red dwarf star, a place that seems to cloak itself every time we look. Is it using natural camouflage? Or is something actively hiding it from us? Subscribe and turn on notifications, because what's coming next might be Earth's twin, or something much older.